This program is recommended by the National Education Association.
He's got the style of a boy much older.
Today on Big Blue Marble, we'll go to New York City and visit a professional theater where all the performers are children.
Does he like me? I wish I knew. Everywhere you go.
Then we'll travel to Russellville, Kentucky to meet a girl who's been singing gospel music since she was 4 years old.
We'll also go to Lapland and follow a young boy to a reindeer roundup.
Closer, getting closer. Perspectives start to change, things look a little strange as we get closer. Closer, growing closer. No need to be afraid, our troubles start to fade as we get closer. Together is a word we must learn to understand if we ever want to get to know each other better. Together is a word that holds tomorrow in its hand. Tomorrow's just another day to get together and get closer, 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 closer.
The First All Children's Theater is about to begin rehearsals for a new show called Grown Ups.
I want to see the four of you trying Big World, the dance, the beginning of the dance. I want to see what you do, and then I will see other people for this part, okay?
The play deals with the way children feel about growing up and going out into the world.
There once was a kid who moved to the block from down around the bend. He was a lonely new kid, and the new kid needed a friend.
Okay, it's fine for diction. Now you have to tell a story. Okay, it's fine for diction. Now you have to tell a story. Get the glisten in your eye, the twinkle in your eye. Okay, tell a story.
Okay.
Okay? Pretend you're on stage. You're telling a story.
There once was a kid who moved to the block from down around the bend. He was a lonely new kid, and the new kid needed a friend. One day a boy on a bike rode by. The new kid waved and shouted, "Hi, hi, I'm the new kid. Would you be my friend?"
Okay, another thing you have to do, you got the diction, that's good. Another thing you have to work on is your blocking. When you get your blocking set, we'll try the song with your blocking.
Away, not as a circus balloon, high as the moon, whenever we dance to his radio, dance to his radio.
This is the last verse.
Listen, okay, the harmony on those sections has to be learned. It has
Artistic director Meredith Stein founded the First All Children's Theater 10 years
The
ago.
second thing is a note that we get constantly. It's not dance to his radio. What is it?
Dad.
Okay, and then there's the cheers. Woohoo! Okay, I would say this line isn't all that straight, and it's not tight. Stop. Okay, the jump wasn't right, tight, and the heads have to be sharp. Okay, it's too wishy-washy. 1, 2, ready, and.
He's got the style of a boy much older, a Panasonic upon his shoulder, walking down the street, moving
You have to move, use your face.
like me, I wish I knew.
Next year, year, I'll be going to high school. Senior high school. Most of the time, I can't wait.
Okay, now let it go inside, too.
Like yesterday. I pictured myself walking down the hall with all the cheerleaders. But today I see myself walking down the hall, looking for room 603. But I don't know which 603, because they have 9 buildings.
As the show progresses, the performers begin to work on their staging.
There once was a kid who moved to the block from down around the bend. He was a lonely new kid, and the new kid needed a friend. The tiny tyke sat in her crib, dribbling Gerbers down her bib.
Hi, I'm the new kid. Would you be my friend?
What I think we ought to do now is somebody should go inside and do some makeup. Who would like to do that? Oh. Okay, Debbie, it's you today. And when you come back, you're going to be transformed. Okay, go ahead.
1, 2, ready.
Me make mama blue. Me make mama blue.
Okay. Now look at the other side.
So it spreads through the state. Everyone is feeling great.
And now we go to the other side. And what this will do, Debbie, is flatten your nose, somewhat like the line.
As white as the sea, and it's dark.
There. Okay.
And if you do it right, this is the end result.
Okay, Diane, Stephen.
After weeks of practice,
You guys-
the roles are assigned and final rehearsals begin.
You're gonna do Big World. You're gonna do Phoebe, and the 4 of you are gonna be the dancers.
The grand finale is a song called Big World, and these are the actors who have been chosen to perform it.
Especially you, Stephen. You have to work on intensity of your movement and sharpness. Be strong with it. Don't be afraid because you don't think you're a dancer, whatever. Because you are. You're a very natural, talented, gifted dancer.
Open the door a crack, and the big world is staring back. Close the door and try to hide, and the big...
Do it again and sharper. It's not clean enough, okay? It's coming now. It looks a lot better.
Kim Brown in this group, Debbie Rock in this group, and Howard in this group.
When the chorus is added, the show really begins to take shape.
There are a lot of forces in the world. Some are curious and enticing and interesting, and some are cold and hard and strong and rebuff.
Do something very sharp.
Or just a head
And you know what
turn.
you're gonna do? You're gonna be enticing the Phoebe into your world, right? And then you're gonna push her away, and then she's gonna confront another group. And go.
It's a big world, yes. Yes, it is. It's a big world, wild and free. It's a big world, maybe too big for me.
After weeks of hard work, it's time for the dress rehearsal.
Half hour until the dress rehearsal begins. One half hour, please. Thank you.
Midnight's Alike, take 52.
Action. Higher up, fam. Have we got a show for you tonight? And now, La Croquette! He's got the style of a boy much older, a Panasonic upon his shoulder, walking down the street, moving to the beat, doesn't like me. I wish I things just out my door, and each day I'm discovering so many more. It's a big world, yes it is. It's a big world, yes it is. It's a big world, wild and free. It's a big world, maybe too big for me. Open the door a crack, and the big world is staring back. Close the door and try to hide, and the big world follows you right inside. No way to get away from it. It's part of me, I'm part of it. It's a big world I'm living in. It's a big world where I've never been. It's a big world, I'm part of it. It's a big world where you might fit. It's a big world, a very exciting big world. That's very exciting. Also very mysterious and very confusing and very uncertain and very unknown and so very big.
Lapland, located in the northernmost part of Europe, is a sparsely populated region situated largely within the Arctic Circle. Lapland forms a part of 4 different countries.
To the people of Lapland, nothing is more important than reindeer, which provide food, clothing, shelter, and even transportation.
Twice a year, Laplanders round up their herds and move them to new grazing grounds.
Nilo Ona is 13 years old. During this year's spring roundup, he hopes to catch a reindeer of his own, so he practices throwing his lasso every day.
Today, Nilo and his family are taking advantage of the good weather by going fishing. Once the roundup begins, they'll all be too busy to fish.
After Nilo's younger brother and sister wash the fish, they are cleaned and prepared for smoking.
Nilo hangs the fish at the top of the smoke tent. The heat and smoke will preserve the fish for many months. Nilo and his family cure reindeer meat in the same way.
The family's clothing must be washed by hand, so Nilo chops some wood to boil the water.
Throughout Scandinavia, the sauna is a traditional means of bathing and relaxing. When the air gets too dry, Nilo throws some cold water on the heated rocks.
Laplanders identify their reindeer by cutting ear notches. Nilo practices on a piece of bark.
It's time for the roundup to begin.
After the herds are separated, the newborn calves are rounded up.
Now it's Nilo's turn. If he catches his own calf, he'll be considered a full-fledged reindeer herder, and the calf will be his to keep.
The roundup is over, and Nilo's new calf rejoins the herd as it moves toward its summer grazing ground.
My name is Yolanda Marche Krause, but everybody calls me Shay. Now I'm 12 years old.
Shay taught herself to play the piano when she was a child, and gospel has always been her favorite kind of music.
After cheerleading practice, I play the piano and we just be singing some songs and stuff. It's fun.
Everywhere you go, there is trouble. There is trouble. Everywhere you go, there is strife. There is strife. Everywhere you go, if there's nothing to nourish you, just remember, God is really bright.
I'm picking up
And at this time, we'd like each and every one to give them a hand, the Cross family. Amen.
Shay and her family spend much of their time singing for church groups.
Gospel music, as we know it, first came into prominence over 100 years ago. It was part of a great religious revival which swept through America during the second half of the 19th century. Gospel is usually considered a combination of both sacred and popular musical forms.
I don't try to imitate other gospel singers. I'm just myself.
Okay, we're rolling.
Shay and her family are guests on a local radio show.
Our special feature, we have the Cross family from Russellville, Kentucky. When did you start singing as a group?
We started about 7 years ago, singing as a family group. After we used to sing in a very large group, and after it broke up, we started a family group of our own, and we've been singing ever since.
Very good. Yolanda, how old were you when you started singing?
4.5.
Do you like to sing any other song besides gospel?
Not out in public.
This is a big day for the Cross family. They're about to begin cutting a new record.
I'll just stop the tape,
And
I'll yell,
Okay.
"Stop, Vicky, stop!"
And I think I'll hear you.
Morning Star Productions, doing the Cross family, take one.
get older, I want to go to college, but I don't exactly know what I want to be. I might continue being a gospel singer.
Next time on Big Blue Marble, we'll go to Indonesia and watch a young girl study the ancient art of pencak silat.
We'll also go to Truth or Consequences, New Mexico, and meet a 12-year-old cowboy.
All this and more next time on Big Blue Marble.
Closer, getting closer.
Perspectives start to change, things look a little strange as we get closer, growing closer. No need to be afraid, our troubles start to fade as we get closer.
Together is a word we must learn to understand if we ever want to get to know each other better.
Together is a word
That holds tomorrow in its hand. Tomorrow's just another day
to get together and
get closer,
closer.
closer.